I am Shonda Miles. We can all be better communicators. We need to start talking. We need to start communicating. We need to start saying what we need. We need to start saying what we want. We need to start listening. We need to do a better job of communicating. And a lot of times we're just not doing it. We just think that, people are going to read our minds, and it's just not going to happen. You got to stop and communicate. Stop and think about what it is that you need to say, and then say it, of course, in a loving way. But you got to start talking. You got to stop keeping all this stuff in. You got to start expressing yourself. You got to start saying the things that need to be said, and stop avoiding talking about how you really feel. And so sometimes we got to write it down. We got to put it down on paper. We got to write it down in our journal before we're able to articulate how we really feel and what we really want. But as soon as we write it down and journal about it, maybe in a day or so, we need to be thinking about what we wrote. Is there any connections, patterns to our past? But we need to start talking about, we need to start talking things out. We need to stop keeping stuff in, letting stuff, fester. We need to start talking about how we feel and what's going on in our life, what's happening in our head. We got to start talking about some of this stuff. And of course, I believe journaling is the first place to do it, to write down how we feel, to get it out, to get clear, to, make some sense of it, if you will. And then we should talk to our loved ones. If we have a spouse, we should talk to our spouse about, what's happening, what's going on, and how we need them to support us, or, whatever we need. So instead of keeping it bottled in and people are wondering why, what's going on, we got to start talking about it. And, there's a book that is called Our Body Keeps Score. So the body will not, you're not going to be able to just walk away from something that that has affected you. You're going to have to talk about it. You're going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to process it. And so a lot of times we don't have to do it alone. Of course, I think journaling is a great way to do it, but we don't have to do this alone. We can talk to our loved ones about, what's happening, what's going on, how we need their support, how they can support us, And so don't keep all that stuff in. Talk about it, get it out, so you can heal and you can move forward. You can process it, and you can move forward.